using our marches to begin with. So, feet up and down for me, pumping those arms, get that heart rate going. Oh, excuse me. So you can see the dog just in the corner. So he's still asleep, I promise. So we'll see if he stays like that. Get those knees a little bit higher for me this morning. Really working the legs. You're going to need to warm up the legs because we've got squats coming later. Perfect. And then change it into some heel pumps. So heels up and down, nice and quick. Using those arms as well. I'm just going to turn my screen. You keep going. Keep going. So pump up and down, nice and fast. This one's really good one to get that heart rate going. Really, really good one. And then we're going to go into opening the gate. So again, if you need your chair, hold on to it. Hands on the hips. You're going to bring it up, open and down. So you're opening a gate. So a nice fluid motion with the hips, opening up the joint this morning. Oh, I'm going. There we go, lovely, lovely. If you can have hands on hips, or you can have your hands out. So you choose what you would rather. Everyone has different preference for balancing. Last one, and then reverse. So you're going to open and then close. Open, close, open, close. So reverse that gate. Try and keep the knee nice and high if you can. Do one more on each side, and then make the legs nice and wide for me, so wider than your hips. And you're going to do twists. So hands up to the chest, and we're going to twist round. So working the torso, really using that elbow to get you round. Looking over that back shoulder, that will encourage that stretch even more. So you should really feel this in the back. It's a good one. Nice big torsos. I can see you all going from side to side, looking brilliant. And then from here, we're going to go into our elbow to knee. So, well, let's start off with hands. So opposite hand, opposite knee for me. You're just touching the top of the knee. Again, higher the knee, the harder it is. If you're struggling this morning though, just keep it nice and low. You'll still do some work. If you really want to, you can still do this on the chair. So you just do it however you feel comfortable. So remember, to make this harder, we take it into the elbow. So you target, and I turn so you can see, target the outside of the knee with the elbow. And that's going to make that a little bit harder there. So hand or elbow, you choose. Perfect. A few more for me. And then we're going to do our toe touches. So legs a little bit wider, so a bit wider than your hips. Hands come out, and then our aim is to get down to the opposite toe, come up and switch. So remember, you can do toe, shin or thigh. It's up to you and kind of what sort of stretch that you want or how far you feel comfortable going down. So just keep switching between the two, really pushing across. You'll see my knee goes over my toe, so I'm really increasing that stretch on a straight leg. Whew. And two more. 1, 2, slowly come up for me. Make sure the head's the last thing. And then we're going to finish with our heel digs. So heel digs at the front. So just slightly bring the heart rate down. Losing my breath this morning. And then we're going to do a little pattern here to finish. We're going to do 1, 1, and then 2. So we're going to double up. 1, 1, and 2. So we've got 1, 1, 2, and 1, 1, 2. Very good. We've got 1, 1, and 2. Last one, we've got 1, 1, and 2. Perfect. Right. Going to our main activities now. Now I've learned. I'm only smiling because it's going to hurt. I've learned a new arm sequence for you. So we're going to have our arms out as normal. Now, you can either do around the head, okay, so that's one of the moves. So you're going to do it with 2 arms, then we're going to do an arm and a single arm, okay, so that's one of the moves. So either do that, or you can do it here, okay. So if I'm doing 2 arms like this, you can do 2 arms like that. If I'm doing a single arm like that, you can do a single arm like that. So it's your choice. So we did this in one of my exercise classes. So to be honest, the men prefer this version for whatever reason, and the women prefer this version. Okay, but I'm going to leave that up to you to decide. So first off, we're going to do 4 arms together. So we've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3, and last one. Now we're going to do it 1 arm only, keeping the other arm up. So you've got 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Change arms. 1, and 2, and 3. Last one. Okay, now flex the hands for me, and you do little pulses up and down. Okay, little, little, little. This will hurt. It's already hurting for me. So little, little pulses here. 2 more, then change, palms facing up, and pulse again. So now we're working underneath of the arm. So this is great for bingo wings, if you've got bingo wings. I have. So keep going, keep going. Then we're going to repeat all of this again. So 2 arms again. We've got 1 and 2. So you should feel this now. 3. Last one, 4. 1 arm only. We go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Change arms. And 1. If you're really brave, you can do this with weights. 2 and 3. Last one. Flex those wrists. Small pulses. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Palms up. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower. Oh, shake up those shoulders. Roll them, roll them. I told you it hurts. Okay, we're going to go into our leg curl. So legs back for me. So we're kicking. I'm going to do it to the side so you can see. Trying to kick that bum with the heel. Very good. We know this one. We can do this. So just start off here for me nice and easy. So we're going to do some bicep curls with this. So if you want to use some weights, then please do. It will just add sort of the intensity for you. So what we're going to do, every time the leg comes up, we're going to bring up those arms, okay? Nice and tight. Pin those elbows into the body. Perfect. I've lost my rhythm. There we go. Okay, nice and tight. There we go. Very good. Perfect. We've got it. We've got it. I can see you going off side to side. Okay, add a little squat in the middle, just to make it a little bit harder on those legs. Don't do it too deep because we are going to do squats in a minute. Very good. Okay, now we're going to take it into the arm. So you keep going. I'm just going to move my screen so you can see. So we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So working on those opposites this morning. You can still do this with weights if you want to. If you're using a weight, just have it so you don't pull the arm down. You keep it at a right angle if you're using weights for me. Very good. Now change, same arm, same leg. If you need to stop, then come in, do. Okay, it might not be a smooth transition for some. It's really hard to switch from opposites to same. I think you've all got it though, I can see you. Perfect, I'm going to switch again. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Love it, well done. Keep going, oh it's hurting my legs. Ready, and 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Just shake out those legs for me. Now we're going to do, I think we've done this before, before, we're going to do kangaroo jumps. So if you can, I think you can see my kitchen floor. So I'm quite lucky I've got my tiles. So I'm going to step in one tile, I'm going to jump over the middle one and land on that one. So I'm going to jump in between my tiles, okay? But as long as you kind of imagine there's something there, you've got to jump over it. So you're either jumping like this. If you don't want to jump, I want to see a long side step. So I want to see this to this, okay? If you're going to not jump, I want to see a wider side step, because then you're still going to be working the thighs, okay? So that's option one, or you jump with me, option two. And look at my arms, I'm using my arms to drive me, okay? If you did that, and then that, you're not gonna go very far. So use this to help, all right? We're gonna do 10. So, are you ready? By all means, you can do 3 jumps and then do the rest here. So even if you do, I'm gonna do 2, then I'm gonna do normal ones, and then I'll come back in. So you decide what you wanna do. Are you ready? So, ready for our jumps. We've got 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and last one, 10. That's all I can see is you all just doing this from your screens. It's quite funny. Okay, we're going to do our squats. So, just to recap with our squats, I'm going to use the chair as a demonstration, remembering our feet are shoulder width apart. As we go down, we're coming down as if we're going to sit on the chair, but then we come back up. Nice straight back, chest stays up, head is in line with the spine. So let's just do 5 normal squats for me. So we've got 1, coming up, and 2, and 3, and 4, last one, 5. We're going to go down and then we're going to pulse. So we're going to go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, coming up, again, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, coming up, last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, coming up. Now, just widen off the feet for me a little bit. We're going to do wide squats. So, we're going to start, hand targets opposite knee, we come to the centre, we squat, other hand targets the other knee, okay? So I'm coming opposite hand to the outside of the opposite knee. Then we're going to squat. Okay, so that's going to be our pattern for now. So ready, target the knee, centre, squat. Target the knee, centre, squat. Very good. So do it at your own pace. You can go a little bit slower. You can go faster, but still keep the technique. Some people, when they go faster, they lose that lovely straight back and they kind of slouch. So we're going to do 2 more. So we've got knee, centre, squat, knee. Last time going the other side. Squat, knee, centre. This time we're going to do squat, knee up, squat, other knee, squat and knee, squat. Very good. If you don't want to lift the knee up, you can squat and point, squat and point. So that's your easier option. Oh, there. I love my squats. We'll have nice peachy bums, everybody, at the end of this. Last one, and down, knee. Very good, just give them a bit of a shake. Right, this is where you might need a chair. The next exercise is building upon more of a Pilates yoga based exercise. So what I want you to do for now, hands on hips, hands out for balance, holding onto a chair, you decide. All I want you to do, point 1 foot forward, point it back, forward and back. Nice and easy for now. Forward and back. Keep pointing. So, because it's nice and easy for now, really engage the core, tummy muscles nice and tight, okay? This will really help with your core and stability. Okay, one more forward, one more back. Now this time, you're gonna lift it up and back. So my foot isn't touching the floor. I'm just gonna do it sideways so you can see. So it's here, here. So I'm not putting my foot down at all, okay? Just try it. If you feel like, oh, I can put it forward at the front, but I need to put it down at the back, then you can do that, okay? So you decide. It will really help use those tummy muscles, really engage. Last one forward, last one back, close. Give that supporting leg a bit of a shake, bit of a wiggle. So same thing the other side. So starting on the floor, forward and back. I like this one. Really think about these toe muscles. Really pull them in, nice and tight. Lift up in the spine, so don't slack. Really lift up tall. Think about your breathing. Don't hold it in. There's lots to think about, sorry. Okay, last one forward, last one back. Bring it up. Don't put it on the floor. Use the body's top of the body to come forward and back with you. That will help you with your balance. Don't overswing, but a slight shift will help you kind of counterbalance that leg. I'm wobbling. I can't do it and talk. Very good. One more back, one more forward, bring it down, give that other one a bit of a shake. So that one looks quite easy, but it really will build up this and stability. Right. Oh, let's go on. Right, marching for me. You know what's coming. We are finishing with a sprint before we go down to the floor. So, marching, let's bring up our heart rate a little bit more. Keep on time. And heel pumps for me. A little bit quicker. So, I think we did 15 seconds last week. So, this week we're going to do 20. So, up to you if you're going to join us for the whole 20 seconds on the sprint. You could do 10 seconds sprint, 10 seconds jog. Okay, that's up to you. Let's bring it into a light jog. Just brilliant, perfect. Bring up that heart rate. Remember, we're going to use the hands. So when we go into the sprint, I want your hands pumping, head goes down. I want you to focus on something. Okay, if you can get in a zone and you can really focus, you will be able to do 20 seconds, I promise. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to go. So remember, you can stick at a jog, you can do sprint then jog, or jog then sprint. It is up to you. If you need to bring it down at any point, bring it down. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Sprint, sprint, sprint. So we've got 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, come on, 8, 7, 6, right, last 5 seconds, full power, 4, 3, even quicker, 2, 1, bring it down, heel pump slowly, heel pumps, don't go straight into a stop, marching, very good, okay, can you keep marching for me? I'm just going to go over the floor sequence, but keep marching. So, if you're on a chair, here, oh, I'm out of breath. I'm going to do it this side actually, so you can see. So, if you're on a chair, hands up to the head, and you're targeting opposite hand to the outside of the opposite heel. Okay, so you're working on these obliques. Get your legs a little bit wider. You'll feel it a little bit more, okay? So it's opposite hand to the outside of the opposite heel. I'm going to do it on the floor. So, floor. This is where the dog gets interested. hang on, I'm going to tilt it so you can see. So, on the floor, it will look a bit like hands up by the head, and then you're targeting the opposite, okay? So you can see it here. So you might not be able to get down to the heel, but you're targeting the outside of the opposite leg, all right? So we're going to do 20. We're going to do 10 on each side. So I'll just give you a couple of seconds just to get yourselves ready. Make sure you are on a mat, make sure it's nice and comfy for you, because otherwise you're going to injure your back. If you struggle to get back up again, always handy to place a chair nearby which can help you get up. All right, so if you're on the floor then for me, so make sure your feet are flat, knees are pointing up, we've got that lovely triangle here. Oh, I can see a noodle just looking through the chair at me. All right, ready, so we're going to do 10 on each side. 3, 2, 1. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Good work. Okay, come up nice and slow if you're on the floor. If you're on a chair, just push the chair to one side. We're going to do our stretches. I'm going to get rid of this pop-up. Nice and slow. I can just see all your heads coming up nice and slowly. Everyone's coming back to life for me. So just make sure you've got some room for your stretches. I'm going to take my mat out of the way. Oh, there's Eddie, it's popped back up. Okay, so our first stretch for me is our usual. Leg in front, bend that front knee, back leg nice and straight, pushing through, hands interlink, and we're pushing them out, okay? So we've got a stretch in the back of the calf, and we should feel it in our fingers and in our wrists. So this is the time to think about your breathing, bringing it back down to normal. Don't hold the breath. Okay, release the hands, change legs, same thing. Back leg nice and straight, front leg is bent, hands behind this time, and squeeze those shoulder blades together. If you can't feel it, lift up the arms slightly, still squeeze those shoulder blades, and you will feel that stretch. And again, release the hands. This time we're going to have that heel down. Oh, I'll just go back so you can see. There you go. So you've got your heel down, bend the supporting leg, and the hands go onto the thigh. So do not put them on the knee. They go on the top of the thigh. If you want a bit more of a stretch, you can't really feel it, go down to the toe, making sure you've got your balance. Keep your hand on that thigh, but you should feel that added stretch there. And then let's come up and we'll change legs. So again, heel down, bend the supporting leg, hands go onto the thigh, not the knee, on the thigh. If you want a bit more of a stretch and you've got your balance, take it down to the toe. Or you can hold the calf, it's up to you. Perfect, and come up for me. So we're just going to wrap our arms around the body and look over the back shoulder. And you should feel a nice stretch going around that back. And again, change, wrap the arms, look over the back shoulder for that stretch. Perfect, come into the center. We're going to have one arm across the body and we're going to pull it in. Making sure, and we're going to come a little bit closer. So make sure we're holding the forearm, not the elbow or the wrist. We're holding it in the forearm. Never put pressure on those joints. And let's change other arm. So again, making sure we're pulling it in from that forearm. Very good. Making sure you've got that. And then let's pop one up onto our shoulder. Again, I'll go back so you can see. Onto the elbow, and we're going to pull that back. So you might only be here, but as long as you can feel that stretch, you're working. And let's change. So other arm up, onto the elbow, push it over. Perfect. We're going to finish with our wrists and fingers. So hand nice and flat for me. Other hand goes onto the fingers, and we're going to push down. So you should really feel that in the wrist and in the fingers. So this is a good one to do when we're sitting in front of the TV. If you've done quite a lot of gardening, this is quite good to stretch out those hands and fingers. We always forget to stretch this part of the body. And let's do the other hand for me. So nice and flat, pushing it down. We always think about stretching our legs and arms, but we never think about this bit. And we're going to do one more on each hand. And last one. Perfect. Well done, everybody. I'm going to unmute you all. I'll allow you to talk. If I can, unmute. Perfect. You should all now be unmuted.
Right. Very good. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
No
Hannah.
problem. So please remember, lots
you,
of
Anna.
water today. So keep drinking water. I was going to say fluids then, but you could take that as beer. Drink water, okay? It's going to get hot, and you've done quite a lot of exercise this morning, so plenty of water, please. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Have a
thank
lovely
you.
day, everybody. See you all soon.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.